share, one best practice, whether it be around measurement or approach, going into 2012, if each of you could share.
Sure. All right, I'll
Thank
give you
you.
3, but I'll be short. I'll condense it.
Okay.
So I think each of us use the word listening. It's
Right.
the paramount thing that you can do, because you need to listen to see where these conversations are happening. What are they talking about? Your products, your services, your category, whatever it would be, your competitors, before you engage. Everybody says, "Hey, just jump in." That's like the crappiest advice you could get. That's like step number 4. So really listen to where your customers are, and that's just voice of the customer stuff. And then you want to think about how to engage with them. People, they're real people. They want to talk to those thought leaders that I mentioned. I was kind of flipped before, but I mean, those thought leaders don't have to be the company leaders, right? They're the people that wake up every day thinking they're a domain expert about something. How can you give voice to some of those people? Think about that. So it's not always somebody in the C-suite. It's some domain expert within your industry, and how can you give voice to them? And they may not be natural to it. So they may resist, saying, "Oh, I'm not a speaker." We can help you with that. Just come on. People want to connect with you as a human being, that kind of thing. And the last thing is just be real. Again, going back to the human being thing. Just people, it's transparency. Clue Train Manifesto was written in, 1999, if you've ever heard of that book. It's like the best book about, word-of-mouth marketing and things like this. It's truer now than it was then, the Clue Train Manifesto, and it's about just being real. Markets are about conversations, and social media is probably bringing to life the concepts of that book more now than ever. Okay?
Yeah, I'd say in such large organizations like ours, we're so heavily regulated, a lot of buzzwords. I often get challenged by my executive management team to say, speak in English, talk about English. And the reality is digital and, has its own term. I almost want to say, well, you need to learn, right, this language, because it's all it's coming together. So to that effect, live in beta, tip of the spear. There's a lot of things that, we get challenged and say, no, no, no. So if we can put products in sort of that live in beta concept, right, and bring the data and the information, like we're leveraging the primary research tool within LinkedIn, bring that back and kind of be that tip of the spear for the organization. We've found that to be a sort of a good philosophy for us to accomplish some goals, and we're very encouraged about, looking ahead.